Rise and shine, rise and shine. Florence, honey, come out here and let me have a look at you. Florence, honey, you look lovely.
No, I don't, Mama. I have a pimple on the back of my neck.
Don't say the word pimple, honey. It's common. Now, your brother Tom is bringing home a girl from the warehouse for you to meet, and I want you to make a good impression, honey.
It upsets my stomach to meet people, Mama.
Oh, Florence, honey, you're so sensitive, it makes me want to hit you.
I don't need to meet people, Mama. I'm happy just by myself, playing with my collection of glass cocktail stirrers.
Lawrence, you are a caution. Only retarded people and alcoholics are interested in glass cocktail stirrers.
Each one of them has a special name, Mama. This one is called string bean because it's long and thin. And this one is called string bean because it's long and thin. And this one is called blue because it's blue.
All my children have such imagination. Why was I so blessed? Oh, Lawrence, honey, how are you going to get on in the world if you just stay home all day, year after year, playing with your collection of glass cocktail stirrers?
I don't like the world, Mama. I like it in this room.
I know you do, Lawrence, honey. It's part of your charm. Some days. But, honey, what about making a living?
I can't work, Mama. I'm crippled.
There is nothing wrong with your leg, Lawrence, honey. All the doctors have told you that. This limping thing is an affectation.
I only know how I feel, Mama.
Oh, if only I had connections to the mafia, I'd have someone come and break both your legs.
Don't try to make me laugh, Mama. You know I have asthma.
Your asthma, your leg, your eczema. You're just a mess, Lawrence.
I have scabs from the itching,
That's
Mama.
lovely, Lawrence. You must tell us more over dinner.
All right.
That was a joke, Lawrence.
Don't try to make me laugh, Mama. My asthma.
Lawrence, I don't want you talking about your ailments to the feminine caller your brother Tom is bringing home from the warehouse, honey. No nice-bred young lady likes to hear a young man discussing his eczema, Lawrence.
What else can I talk about, Mama?
Talk about the weather, or red china.
Or maybe my collection of glass cocktail stirrers.
I suppose so, honey, if the conversations come to some god-awful standstill. Otherwise, I would shut up about it. Conversation is an art, Lawrence. Back at Blue Mountain, when I had 17 gentlemen callers, I was able to converse with charm and vivacity for 6 hours without stop, and never once mention eczema or bone cancer or vivisection. Try to emulate me, Lawrence, honey. Charm and vivacity, and charm and vivacity, and charm.
Well, I'll try, but I doubt it.
Me too, honey, but we'll go through the motions anyway, won't we?
I don't know if I want to meet a girl who works in a warehouse, Mama.
Your brother Tom says she's a lovely girl with a nice personality. And where else does he meet girls except for the few who work at the warehouse? He only seems to meet men at the movies. Your brother goes to the movies entirely too much. I must speak to him about it.
It's unfeminine for a girl to work at a warehouse.
Oh, now, Lawrence, if you can't go out the door without getting an upset stomach or an attack of vertigo, then we have got to find some nice girl who's willing to support you. Otherwise, how am I ever going to get you out of this house and off of my hands?
Why do you want to get rid of me, Mama?
I suppose it's unmotherly of me, dear, but you really get on my nerves. Limping around the apartment, pretending to have asthma. If only some nice girl would marry you and I knew you were taken care of, then I'd start to feel free to live again. I'd join Parents Without Partners. I'd go to dinner dances. I'd have a laugh again, rather than just watch you mope about the stupid apartment. I'm not bitter, dear. It's just that I hate my life.
I understand, Mama.
Do you, dear? Oh, you are cute. Oh, listen, I think I hear them.
Mother, that's back again.
I'll be in the other room.
I want you to let them in, Lawrence.
I could, Mama. She see my limb.
Then don't limp, damn it.
Mother, are you there?
Just a minute, Tom, honey. Now, Lawrence, you march over to that door, or I'm gonna break all your swizzle sticks.
Mama, I can't.
Lawrence, you are a grown boy. Now you answer that door like any normal person.
I can't.
Mother, I'm gonna break this door down in a minute.
Just be patient, Tom. Now your cousin is seeing Lawrence. I want you to answer the door.
My eczema itches.
I'll get it for you in a second, Lawrence.
All right, I'll break it down.
Oh, Tom, you got in.
Why must we go through this every night? You know the stupid fuck won't open the door, so why don't you let him alone about it? My kid brother has a thing about answering doors. He thinks people will notice his limp and his asthma and his eczema.
Excuse me. I think I hear someone calling me in the other room.
See what you've done? He's probably going to refuse to come to the table due to your insensitivity. Oh, was any woman as cursed as I, with one son who's too sensitive and another who's one big blocks. Oh, sorry. How rude of me. I'm Amanda Wingvalley. You must be Virginia Bennett from the warehouse. Tom has spoken so much about you, I feel you're almost one of the family, preferably a daughter-in-law. Welcome, Virginia.
Call me Jenny or Jen, but just don't call me late for dinner.
Oh, how amusing. Why is she shouting? Is she deaf?
You're asking why I'm speaking loudly? It's so that I can be heard. I'm taking a course in public speaking, and so far we've covered organizing your thoughts and speaking good and loud so that people in the back of the room can hear you.
Oh, public speaking. How impressive. You must be interested in improving yourself.
What?
You must be interested in improving yourself.
Yes, I am.
When's dinner? I want to get this over with fast if everyone's gonna be shouting all night.
What? Dinner is almost ready.
Who's Freddie?
Oh, Lord, no dear. Dinner is ready.
Oh, good. I'm as hungry as a bear.
Oh, you must be very popular at the warehouse, Jenny.
No popsicle for me now. Although I will take you up on some gin.
What?
I would like some gin.
Well, fine. I think I'd like to get drunk, too. Tom, why don't you go make two Southern ladies some nice summer gin and tonics and see if Sister would like a lemonade.
Sister?
I'm sorry, did I say sister? I meant brother.
Hey, 4 eyes. You want lemonade?
Tom's so amusing. He calls Lawrence Four Eyes because even though he doesn't wear glasses.
And does Lawrence wear glasses?
What?
You said Tom called Lawrence Four Eyes even though he doesn't wear glasses, and I wondered if Lawrence wore glasses because that would, you see, explain it.
I don't know. I'll have to ask Lawrence someday. Speaking of Lawrence, let me go check on that supper and see if I can convince him to come out here and make conversation with you.
No, thank you, ma'am. I'll just have the gin.
What?
What?
Never mind, I'll be back. Or with any luck, I won't.
They must drink a lot here.
Here's some gin for Jenny.
What?
Here's a poison.
No thanks, I'll just wait here.
Have you ever thought that your hearing is being affected by all the loud machinery down in the warehouse?
Scenery? You mean like trees? Yeah, I like trees.
Yeah, I like trees too.
And get out of that bed this minute, Lawrence Wingvalley, or I'm going to give that overbearing girl your entire collection of glass gobbledygook. Is that clear? Oh, I believe Lawrence would like to visit with you, Jenny.
Tom brought me my drink Thank you, Mrs. Wing Valley.
You know, dear, a hearing aid really isn't all that expensive. You might look into that.
No, if I have the gin, I don't really want any Gatorade. Never liked this stuff anyway, but you feel free.
Thank you, dear. I will. Come, Tom. Come to the kitchen and help me prepare the supper. We'll let the two young people converse. Remember, Lawrence, charm and vivacity.
Yeah, I hope this dinner won't take long, Mother. I don't want to get to the movies too late.
Shut up about the movie. Hi.
I call him to bed.
I never eat bread. It's too fattening. I have to watch my figure if I want to get ahead in the world. Why are you wearing a nightshirt?
I call him to bed. I wasn't feeling well. My leg hurts, and I have a headache, and I have palpitations of the heart.
I don't know. Hum a few bars of it and I'll see.
We've met before, you know.
Uh-huh.
We were in high school together. You were voted girl most likely to succeed. We sat next to one another in Glee Club.
I'm sorry, I really can't hear you. You're talking too softly.
You called me Blue Roses.
Blue roses. Oh, yes, I remember. Sort of. Why did I do that?
Well, I had been absent from school for several months, and when I came back, you asked me where I'd been, and I said I'd been sick with viral pneumonia, but you thought I said Blue Roses.
I didn't get much of that, but I remember you now. You used to make a spectacle of yourself every day in Glee class, lumping up and down the aisle with this great, big, noisy leg brace on your leg. God, you made a racket.
I was always so afraid people were looking at me and pointing, but eventually Mama wouldn't let me wear the leg brace anymore. She gave it to the Salvation Army.
I've never been in the army. How long are you in for?
I've never been in the Army. I have asthma.
You do? May I see it?
See it?
Well, sure, unless you don't want to.
Maybe you'd like to see my collection of glass cocktail stirrers. I call this one string bean because it looks long and thin.
Thank you.
They're not for use. They're a collection.
Well, I guess I stirred it enough.
They're my favorite thing in the world. I call this one Q-tip because it looks like a Q-tip, except it's made out of glass and doesn't have little cotton swabs at the end of it. Q-tip!
Really?
No, don't put it in your ears. No, it's disgusting.
Well, I didn't think it was a Q-tip, but that's what you said.
I call it that. I think I'm gonna have to throw it out now. Oh, I call this one Pinocchio because if you hold it perpendicular to your nose, it makes your nose look long.
Uh-huh.
And I call this one, I call this one Henry Kissinger because he wears glasses and it's made of glass.
Uh-huh.
No, they're just for looking, not for stirring. Mama, she's ruining my collection.